and gentlemen, first of all, thank you so much everyone. Can we hear a lot of applause for all of you guys for being here today? Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. So before we move on to meet and greet, we have three eminent personalities who's going to speak about Hi Kalpa. Okay, so without wasting any time, okay, we will directly go with Vikas Sharma ji. Okay, to give us a little brief about.
We, a passionate team of educators, we started this brand called Hi Kalpa about, I believe, 4 years back. Prior to that, we have a parent company that is Highcom. We are the telecom provider. We make 4G and 5G mobility possible for you. Partner with Airtel, Jio, BSNL and all. We create towers for them, we create network for them, and we create data center for them. So that's have been our journey for past 10-15 years. Our parent company is going to get listed on National Stock Exchange within this month, by this month, and will be a listed company. I hope you guys can buy shares of the company once it is listed. I'll come back to Hi Kalpa. Hi Kalpa has been a kind of dream for Shalini. Shalini is my wife and she is the founder of Hi Kalpa. I'm nothing, I'm just an investor in that. So I don't know why he told I should start it. But it became a baby for us. After Highcom, it's like next baby for us. And we have a lot of passion for learning, and learning should not happen the way it has been happening for past 100 or 150 years and so. I personally have done BTech and then I am Kozhikode, I am alumni of that. So we understood very easily our education system is like not on learning basis, it is just on marks basis. We have a different kind of curriculum what we are doing. So we set together a group of about 8 core member team. We set together in 2020. Actually, Corona has given opportunity to us to sit together and think about it. I believe you guys have similar experience when you had tremendous time to think about yourself also, your journey also, society also. So we have this education system in our mind that time. So we made a plan ki, there should be a way of learning and that should happen through experience. So any kind of learning, if we have an experience, we'll not forget it. Any kind of good or bad or whatever the experience you guys had, I don't think you can even think about, so you will not, it will not go out from your mind. So there is no focus on learning, you are just enjoying your experience, learning will happen automatically. So our team sat together and they planned a curriculum integrated with storytelling and those experience-based learning. That's how Hi Kalpa was born, and that's how they have started. They means the core team headed by Shalini. So they started this Hi Kalpa, and now association. We started expansion of Hi Kalpa. Now we have about 6 branches in Bangalore. Within next 2 years, we'll have about 50 branches pan India. We took Amrita Rao. We signed like 6 months back. I believe you guys must have seen. We had a similar press conference and we have meet. So where we onboarded her as a brand ambassador and we started taking this initiative to other part of countries also. And Bangalore was the best because Bangalore is the most cosmos city and they welcome any kind of new concept that is coming, and we got tremendous response from Bangalore. Then UG happened to be like my family friend. I am from Haryana, Jean, same town, same area. So UG's father is like my close mate, my father's very close friend. We happened to meet together. UG had similar interest. He also wanted to do something on education. That's how he came as onboarded as a shareholder in the company, and he is a co-owner with us for this brand, Hi Kalpa. And we will take it forward. We will give you more detail, and I want UG also to speak to you about this brand. Within few minutes, he will join us. Meanwhile, Sheetal will tell in more detail. She is the CEO of the brand.
Hi. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, I'll start off with the name. Why Hi Kalpa? What does it mean? Right? Kalpa comes from the word Kalpa Vriksha, which means the wisdom tree, right? And that's how we have come up with this name of Kalpa. And why Hi? It comes from, again, the parent company, as Mr. Vikas told that the parent company's name is HiCom, and we take the inspiration from there and the backbone from there and say it as Hi Kalpa, not leaving our parent company background, right? So that's how the name is. So the story begins that yes, we all passionate people. The background, can we have a wave from Vidya and Nupur? They are the core team members, of course, who, because she has been referring that, we sat together and we did this entire brainstorming to have a different kind of curriculum that can make difference into children's life. And that's how it came across that why don't we have a curriculum which just talks about experiences, right? Doesn't talk about books. How would you feel that my child doesn't learn about, plants from the books? And the child goes out into the garden, sows a seed and sees the plant growing. Isn't it an experience? Will the child forget about it? Absolutely not, right? And that's how the whole passion came into existence, and that's how we felt that something like this should come into, existence from early years, and that's how children should learn. So, of course, experience-based learning is the core of Hi Kalpa, and hence we say that we are one of the first or the pioneers in starting experiential-based learning into preschool or early years. And that's what's the base of Hi Kalpa it's been. We also focus a lot on story-based learning. I'm sure that everybody has some or the other story which is there in the mind, and you can all talk about it, right? And when you make stories through which you learn, right, children will definitely not forget, right? So that's the two base which we take into, and we want to make learning as an experience for children. We want them all to ask questions. We don't want them to sit inside the classroom. We want them to have fun. Apart from all these things, we want physical education to be one of the core, to be there into child's life. And hence, what you see, the schools which we have enough of space for children so that they do not sit inside the classrooms and they get a lot of vitamin D, right? And yeah, that's the core, and that's how we have kind of started setting up. Of course, a lot of children and parents who are really keen to get associated with us for these kind of educational system, which is kind of different from what a conventional education system is. And yes, we want to create leaders, not just kind of learning through books, but to have experience.
Yes, thank you so much for that.
A few words that we do have an experienced team which talks about who has built the entire curriculum. We have an in-house team. Apart from all these things, we have a mentorship which is associated from Finland, right? So we do take inspiration from Finland for the experiential learning based curriculum. If you go to Finland and you see children do not sit in the classroom, they adopt forests. They go inside forest every week to learn about, what nature is, what exactly, you have all around inside the environment. They really take environment as the third teacher, right? So that's how they learn from Finland-based learning. So we do have a mentor from Finland. Her name is Miss Mila Venderberg. And she keeps on training our teachers, helps us out into our curriculum, our pedagogy and everything. And hence, we take things forward with her guidance as well.
Thank you so much. Chahal is just on his way. Just wait for 2 more minutes, that's it. Okay. Thank you.
Is he integrated? How is the syllabus going to?
Okay. So when we talk about early years, these are majorly curriculum which can be integrated into ICSE, CBSE, IGCSE and IB. So these curriculum are majorly inquiry-based curriculum, making the children prepare for a level which is your primary years. So foundation years are majorly curriculum which gets plugged into any kind of curriculum. And this is National Education Policy based curriculum, which means that the entire curriculum is compliant with NEP 2020.
So do do they have extra subjects apart from this? Generally, you will have 5 or 6 plus extra subjects. How is it like?
Oh no, that goes for primary years. For foundation years, it majorly is into 3 subjects. It's English, Maths and EVS. All of them are integrated. So a child, when the child is learning Maths, at the same point of time, the child is learning literacy as well, because the child is, able to speak. The child is able to recognize the script. So it's all integrated. And at the similar time, the child is also learning EVS. So we take the child outside to the outdoor environment. We make the child count how many number of trees are there, how many number of leaves are there. So everything is integrated. So when you talk about an early years or foundation years curriculum, which is still from age 3 to age 8, we generally follow something which is called as a foundation year curriculum, which the National Education Policy also recommends. And that can be integrated, or it can be plugged into any kind of primary year curriculum, whether ICSE, CBSE, IGSE or IB. I hope I have answered your question. Okay. So, if you talk about safety measures, it starts from the entrance itself. You have a security guard, of course, who is vigilant, takes care of every entry and exit. We do have CCTV cameras which the entire campus is completely covered with CCTV cameras. We have non-toxic materials which are used inside the classrooms. We take care of the sharp edges so that children do not get hurt. We also have DDs, IRs, teachers who are trained with POXO, which is Protection of Children Against Sexual Offence. We also have trainings which is done for baby safety or child safety, and these are all regular basis training programs. Apart from that, we are also tied up with a lot of hospitals, so that if there is any kind of emergency, if there is any kind of first aid which is required, we immediately can be having kind of association with them.
How does it go about that?
Okay, so as far as High Kalpa is concerned, it's a preschool chain. So we cater children starting from 2 years onwards till 6 years. So you have playgroup, nursery, junior KG and senior KG. When you talk about the system of education, we have the foundation years, which starts from 3 years to 8 years, which is still from class 1 and class 2 also included into it. Children go to formal schools, of course, for their primary years, higher education, and the secondary years as well. Of course, we do have plans to start off our formal schools as well. So recently, we are kind of looking forward for different kind of ventures where we can, grow up from class 1 till class 10 as well. So, but yes, those things are there on pipeline. Of course, when you talk about subjects, there are different subjects comes into picture when the child is in primary, because the second language gets into introduction, whether it is Kannada, whether it is a foreign language, whether it is Hindi, it gets into second and the third language, plus then it goes into science. Then when you get a little older, then you have science divided into chemistry, physics, and a lot more. My God, children have a lot to learn.
Thank you. Any more questions?
What will be the fee structure like? Fee structure.
Okay. The fee structure ranges anything between, so if I give you an average fee structure of a child, would be about 75,000 to 80,000 a year. That's an average fee structure.
Starting.
Average fee structure, because all the classes have different fee structure, and you have obviously a playgroup fee structure is different from a nursery fee structure. So I'm giving you average fee structure anything between 75 to 80,000 rupees.
So you said come with IPO. When is it? Is High Kalpa coming?
Mr. Vikas Ji will be the right person. High Kalpa is not coming up with IPO, but HighCom is coming up with an IPO, which is the parent company.
Do you have any extracurricular activities for the kids, like maybe singing, dancing, music?
Of course, of course. Again, I'll talk about national education policy a bit, because national education policy in 2020 talks about integration of extracurricular activities into the curriculum and make it as co-curricular activities and not extracurricular activities again. So we do have a lot of elements. We have yoga, we have dance, we have sports, we have singing, we also have music integration. When I say music integration, we do not let the child to kind of play any kind of music, but we have our jump percussion areas where children go and make their own music. So we do have a lot of co-curricular activities into our curriculum.
So is it a mandate for all the kids to have this singing or dancing, whatever? Or if there are certain students or kids who actually are interested in learning, say, classical vocal, do you have something like that for them?
Okay. When you talk about early years, children should be exposed to everything, you know. So what happens? Children do not know a lot of things if you do not expose them. Now only when you expose them to dance, music, singing, yoga, and you can name different elements as well. If you expose them, then only they will get to understand their area of interest. And their area of interest gets into our assessments. Now the moment we assess that yes, there's a child who is interested in dancing, we do have extra classes which is there, of course, for the child. And we do persuade the parents that yes, you should take this as your career option if the child wants, right? Because there's a lot of options which has come up. Look at you guys, right? I mean, had it been that anyone thought that there would be a career option of influencers, I mean, oh my God, I'm so jealous of them sometimes. So yes, we do, kind of assess the child, expose the child, assess the child, and then definitely give them a kind of track which they can actually go ahead and take it as a career path if they want, of course.
Thank you so much.
What is the ratio of teachers and the students?
Okay. So for a class which has about 20 children, we have one senior teacher or the mother teacher. We have one junior teacher or an assistant teacher, and we have one attendant. So ideally, it is about 8:1 adult, child to adult ratio.
What is the classes hours and the parents go to office or no? Do they have any option to live with you for some time until they come and pick it up?
Oh, of course, there's a daycare option as well, because at this age, definitely parents need a social atmosphere for the child, where specifically we have a lot of nuclear family coming in, right? So we do have our centers which provide, or our schools do provide daycare facilities, which starts from morning 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the evening. We have food at the premises which is there, so that it is freshly cooked and children can be having those whenever they're extending the number of hours. School hours specifically, those are usually 3 hours program, 2.5 to 3 hours program. For a younger one who are like 2 years old kind of thing, they are 2.5 hours program, and the elder ones who are like 4 and 5 years old, we generally have a 3 hour session. Of course, because we do not want to enbarge into the privacy of other children as well. Now if I give live camera access for your child, you can see other children as well, right? So we usually avoid that, of course, but then let's say for example, if there is something which the parents want to very specifically come and watch, we do have our recordings. They can come over any point of time and they can watch it. Absolutely open. So we follow a very open door policy. Parents can walk in at any point of time and they can kind of, meet the principal, meet the staff, in fact meet Shalini and the CEO of the company as well at any point of time. Right now we have 6 places where we are located. The first one is Gottigeri, the next one is Hulimau, third one is Begur, and SNN. So SNN is a kind of community place, community center kind of thing. The fifth one is at Harlur, and the sixth one is at Vartur. Okay? So right now then we have 6 centers. Okay.
Yes, welcome him on stage. Please put your hands together to welcome Shanti on stage. Welcome, sir. So, Vikas, do you want to take this up? Yeah.
Yes, of course. Good evening, everybody, once again. First of all, I would like to welcome my friend, my family member, my younger brother, Yajwendra Chahal, with us. We are joining hands together to make a better learning place for the coming generations. So we'll start. We already started with founding year, and we'll take up to the university level. This is the vision we are carrying. Just 2 lines from UG. Let's take.
Thank you, Bill. First of all, thanks for everyone to come. I'm very glad, I'm connected with the iKalpa, and our future is it's like a preschool. Like we want to go like +1, +2, and we learn. Our main focus is on the skills, like how to develop skills from the childhood. Because if you see in other countries, the students kids for 3-4 years, they are so much mature from the age. So our main focus on the from the skills, how they can come out and everything.
A simple what he has been learning from different countries, different cultures. What we have seen in the sports ground also, you will see people are learning by doing certain things. We act on daily basis, then we work on daily basis, and then keep on learning, then unlearning, then learning. It's a never-ending process for us. So that's the way we are designing our curriculum. That's the way we are joining hands. So this is what we wanted to convey to you guys. This is what we are joining hands together. We need your support also, guys, to spread the words across the country, at least initially, so that we all can contribute in growth and a learning opportunity for the generation to come. Any questions?
Sir? Yes, sir. So please.
Yes, sir.
I can have a question for ICOM, right?
Yes, sir. Of course.
You said coming in IPO.
Yes, sir.
So when I'd like you to come and how much take will you dilute?
Our IPO DRSP is filed on November. We are in verge of getting approval within maximum couple of weeks from here. We already got the in principle go ahead from them. So we'll just get a formal letter of approval within couple of weeks. Dilution will be about 27% as of now, and we'll be raising about close to 80 crore rupees from the IPO at a valuation of roughly about 400 crores. That's what they are planning for ICOM.
And this amount will be used for?
Expansion of the business, capital investment. We are internet service provider, also providing lease line, corporate lease line, and we create network for Airtel, Jio, BSNL, Tata Communication, all these bigger companies. So we will deploy some part of that money into working capital to make towers and other infrastructure for the companies, and some part into the fixed capital to create networking environment and to grow from there.
Are you present in Bangalore?
Yeah, we have a headquarters in Bangalore. Our office is JP Nagar. We started from Bangalore, but now we have office in Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi, NCR, Gurgaon, and then we are going to have office in Pune, Mumbai, and Kolkata.
So you're a class B something?
No, we are a class A ISP. Pan India, we are providing services now. So ISP is one of the vertical. We manage ISRO data center entirely, and we have a team deployed at ISRO Hyderabad, where National Remote Sensing Center, where we do everything for them. Starting with satellite capturing, data, image, storage, everything, storage solution, data center solution, everything we take. I didn't start it from there. It's a parent organization because we are here for Kalpa. So that's nice. I could able to explain about that also. I'm thankful to you to ask this question. Thank you.
The range is quite interesting. I think very long and very popular.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Now I think it's getting shifted to other places.
See, we realize data is everything. If you are sitting today, You guys are having all camera, everything in your hand. You can just give all the contents live to any part of the world. Forget about country or forget about Bangalore. How it is possible? Just due to this network only. So we'll have mobile network, we have MPLS network, we have lease line network, broadband network. All kind of network is available. We are just connected, and now we'll have partnership with the Hughes Telecommunication also. That is the world largest satellite communication company. So we are partner with them also. We'll soon do the satellite based internet also.
So your leasing will be RF also or only terrestrial like?
No, it is as of now license is still within the India only. So we will have ILD soon, international locations.
Hi, this is Avinash from TV9 Kannada. My question is to Chahal. You see, who inspires you? Because many cricketers, former cricketers like Virendra Sehwag, he is associated with some education, this one, educating regarding cricket also. So ऐसा कोई है आपका inspiration, ऐसा association करने पे?
For me, my inspiration is always my dad, because he always teach me, like, you know, from the childhood about life, and now I'm with the iKalpa, like, you know, so I can share my experience with the kids and all, like, you know, whatever I achieved or my experience, my past life, my childhood. So I really want to share my experience, because now I'm 30 years old, so at least I can tell people, like, you know, small kids, like what they can do, and especially in the sports thing, and where they can go, and, like, you know, when the kids are there, sometimes they doubt about they want to do studies, they want to go in sports and all. And for me, it's like more into like iKalpa is like, you know, you have to be free, open, like what child want to do. That's our main motive.
Can we expect Chahal coming and teaching the students some Kannada also?
Sir, I know only one thing, Elidera sir.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ.
He can teach spin bowling and chess, I believe. That's what he is good at. Any language, no barrier. Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, I don't feel Chinese, Japanese or whatever the language. He can teach people how to bowl. That's what he is at.
Thank you.
How is the sports and life balancing?
What you said, sir?
How is your sports and life balance happening like?
So for me, it's like, for me, like 24 years I'm playing cricket and all, like, you know, make me mentally tough. Because when you play for the front of the 1,000 people, like, it's automatically put pressure on you. When you used to of that, like, you can grow up like little by little. Because when you're a kid, sometimes you can't speak when your relative will come at your house. Chess and cricket taught me, like, you know, how to be mentally tough and believe in yourself. And this is my always main motive. Like, I always, in any situation, I always believe in myself, and that's what I want to share with the kids.
I believe work-life balance is equally important for all the profession. Like cricket is there, for me also, for you guys also. Because, you know, media commitment is much more than cricket or than business. That's how, like, I've seen you guys working tirelessly for 24 hours, 72 hours sometimes. So I believe you are also managing your work-life balance.
Yeah, because this is one's average life, you know.
Yes.
So people work almost 18, 16, 8 and very less.
Sir, I believe passion drive you. If you are passionate about something, you don't think about balancing anything. Just enjoy whatever you're doing. That's what Yuji is doing, that's what I'm doing, that's what Shalini is doing. And I believe most of you guys are enjoying your work, that's why you are here. And that's how you are able to achieve something whatever you want.
Hi, Yuzi. Yeah, Sami Khan from IB Times. So my question is, let's take a few years back and how you started as a child. So compared to then and now, there are a lot more opportunities for children, like you see. So your experience as a sportsman yourself, and how do you plan to integrate that into the curriculum that iKalpa already has, which is experiential based learning, right? So will you be having an active role into this? Like, will you be sharing your strategies that will help the kids in these early years, and eventually, like Shalini and Vikas said, there will be plans for primary, senior and university level education?
Definitely when I was young, like that time, there is no social media and not that much hype and all. Now, even if I'm not in Bangalore, even I'm somewhere else, so I can connect with the kids, even like, you know, video calls and all. And especially I want to be, for me, like, I want to be present there, like, you know, whenever I come to Bangalore, I want to interact with them personally. Because when you meet personally, then you get to know about the kid or whatever, who you are. And my thing is like, I want to share my whole experience and all because when I was a kid, I was keep practicing during the chess time and all, and that time when I'm playing cricket and all, so it's really tough for me. But that time I'm playing two games and studies too. So I want to see like there is no burden and all. It's just about your passion and just about self-belief. Whatever you want to do in studies, you want to play cricket, you want to play table tennis, whatever. Because these days, like parents like putting so much pressure on the kids like okay you have to study, they don't bother about what kid want to do. So in iKalpa we want to try like what kid want to do. That's our main thing.
Congratulations on this new venture.
Well, your question was really nice. I just would like to add something to your questions, what you have been telling. I believe the strategy is a joint goal between all of us, not only you and me and Shalini. I believe we will continue to have feedback from the people like you, industrialists, bigger industrialists or bigger sportsman or any businessman. We'll keep on having some sessions with motivators, some people from media like some good friend. Everybody can share some wisdom and can help us in building the better strategies for the generations. That's what we are trying. So not only Yuzi, you'll be welcome to the part of strategy team. Thank you.
Hi Yuzi, this is Navmeta. Hi, I wanted to ask you something that all your peers, mostly taking the restaurant way or something like that, and you taking such a noble cause, what made you choose this cause and to invest in the children and the future of India?
Because he's like my family, like when we spoke together with my dad, so we decided like okay, I think this is a thing like we have to work with the kids, especially all over the India, like because kid needs education, like what they want to do in the for future, especially if you go to the other countries and all, like people are like 4 or 5 years old, they know what to do in their life. They do gymnastic and everything, they start playing basketball and all. This trend I want to do like in India, like when kid like 4 or 5 years old, he should know like okay, this is my future, I want to do this. He will be like mentally tough when he was especially young. I don't want to be mentally tough like when you come 15 or 16. So our job is like how to grow from the childhood.
I must say very commendable. I'm very, very impressed. Thank you so much for doing this.
Anybody would like to have any interaction, any questions? Such a lovely press team. I'm happy. Grateful to you.
Any more questions?
Thank you.
Yes.
Down, down. I'm from the PR. Answer please. Question. Okay. Yಗಳನ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ association sir, could you please explain, talk about your association with the brand iKalpa?
Yeah, definitely, because I'm very excited when they came to the house for and they shared the things and all about the iCulp, and I was very excited, and I think we decided like okay, we can start this thing, and because I'm very new with in this field, like I'm really excited for that, and definitely like you will see the couple of years, you will see our more school we're gonna open in all over the India, and might we will go on the world too.
Another question. Any more questions?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
This is short and